But the story we are breaking this evening, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has met the Army Chief General Upendra Dwivedi a short while ago. The Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar and NSA Ajit Doval also attended that high-level meet. This is part of a series of meetings that the Prime Minister has been holding with security chiefs after the Pahalgam terror attack last week. India, meanwhile, has warned Pakistan against continued ceasefire violations. Indian and Pakistani Director Generals of Military Operation DGMOs have held talks over a hotline. The US Secretary of State Rubio is expected to call both Indian and Pakistani leaders later today, expected to speak to the Foreign Minister Jaishankar and the Pakistani Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar. So plenty happening both on the diplomatic and military front at the moment in both countries. I want to go to our diplomatic affairs editor Geeta Mohan and Kamaljeet Sandhu, who's on the ground in Kashmir. Kamaljeet, we are hearing that the two DGMOs have held talks amidst continuing ceasefire violations, small artillery fire by the Pakistanis across the LOC. What more details can you provide there in Srinagar?
Well, in the past 8 days, what we've seen is at least 6 times there have been ceasefire violations across line of control, both in Naushera, both sides of Pir Panjal, both in Kupwara side, Baramulla, Naushera, other sectors as well. So this is a sort of escalation that we see across line of control, but this may just be the sideshow. The main one is what is expected is an imminent surgical strike, part 3. And what we've seen is there have been a slew of meetings, and what we know is the Prime Minister has just met the Army Chief, the NSA, as well as the Foreign Affairs Minister. So this is a clear indication that there's going to be a diplomatic offensive. What is in pipeline is also a military response and a retribution which is expected in the next couple of hours or days or so. There is supposedly a surprise tactics in waiting, but clearly Pakistan has also upped the ante, because that's how we see there is a cross-border action. There is obviously one thing what intelligence sources do estimate is that as far as Pakistan is concerned, since this is a precise Pahalgam terror attack planned, they would have done reverse planning. That means they would have prepared a military plan in place. Then they would have planned the calling back of terrorists from the launch pads, at least 43 of them which were active, and thereafter plan this particular attack. So the planning by Pakistan is already done, but the surprise is held by India now. We've seen it after Uri, we've seen after Pulwama terror attack, both in 2014 and 2019. A retribution happened, a big surgical strikes happened, but meanwhile, even as several countries are calling for de-escalation, it seems the strike may simply be imminent. And just it's not about action at the borders. In hinterland, multiple operations underway in South Kashmir. We know that's what is happening. Jammu Kashmir Police, the RR, as well as CRPF, all in different places. Anti-Fidayeen squads by Indian Army, they're all in place. So multiple operations are underway, but meanwhile, all eyes on the line of control and the international border.
Let me go for a moment to Geeta Mohan, because at the moment there is also focus, Geeta, on that call expected from the US Secretary of State Rubio to Jaishankar and to Ishaq Dar of Pakistan. US, it appears, is trying to somehow or the other ensure a de-escalation of tensions. What exactly is expected in the next few days when it comes to the diplomatic offensive?
Well, Rajdeep, after Iran, China, the UN Secretary General, now we have the United States of America also in a press conference yesterday saying that there needs to be de-escalation, that the two sides need to choose the diplomatic route rather than escalating tensions. Nobody at this point in time, at this juncture, wants an Indo-Pak conflict, even a limited one at that, because for America, the stakes are very high. Marco Rubio, Secretary of State, is going to have a conversation with Ishaq Dar, Foreign Minister of Pakistan, as also External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar. And that certainly will be the message that will be conveyed to New Delhi and to Islamabad. The reason being, at this point in time, when there's a massive tariff war underway between America and China, India is critical for America, and they do not want India diverting its attention to an Indo-Pak conflict rather than focusing on economy, given that the slump that we are seeing now in the United States of America.
In fact, the new figures that have come out show the US has gone into, there's been a decline in growth rate, but is there, Geeta, pressure being put only by the United States, or are we seeing other countries also dialing into the two leaderships to try and see how they can de-escalate tension? And what is India's likely response to be to the United States at this stage?
Well, the meetings are quite telling. We're looking at not just the CCS, CCPA, CCEA cabinet that took place yesterday. There are a series of meetings that took place today, including one that just concluded with Dr. Jaishankar, the army chief, security officials, National Security Advisor and Prime Minister Narendra Modi in that meeting at 7 LKM. And then parallelly, there is another meeting that's underway, which is being chaired by Home Minister Amit Shah on the Indus Waters Treaty. Very, very specific over here that India is going to respond, Rajdeep, and that is the message that is being conveyed to the international community, that this attack is not going to be taken lying down by India. There is going to be a response, although, like you rightly pointed out, there are countries with massive stakes in stability and peace in the region who have already not just sought de-escalation. Iran has offered its good offices. The United Nations, very worried Secretary General, has already spoken to the leaders, and now we're looking at Marco Rubio also, who's going to weigh in. But India's message is going to be that there needs to be a response. Not to forget, it's been 8 days and the terrorists are still on the run.
That's right, 8 days, the terrorists still on the run. Small artillery fire continuing across the LOC. India having sent a warning to Pakistan already, a series of meetings taking place. Whether that will lead to de-escalation or eventually retaliation, well, the next week should tell us what lies ahead.